I don't believe it. That's Clone Force 99.
This is Wrecker, Hunter, Echo, Tech, and Crosshair.
Obviously, we are different.
We're all you're getting.
Ha! We're all you need.
They call themselves the Bad Batch. Experimental Unit Clone Force 99. The defective clones with desirable mutations.
This is one meeting I don't want to miss.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Dad Batch Podcast, Episode 2. My name is Steven Schultz, and I am your host in the pilot seat today. And of course, with me, as always, our other Dad Batchers, your space daddies. First up, I thought it was obvious. He was our very own Sour Patch Kid. Joe, how you doing, sir?
Outstanding. Doing very, very well, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How was your week?
It was good. I got to finally meet somebody that I've been following online for a while, meeting Midori. Great artist, incredible person. John will probably say something similar, but we connected with her because it was her birthday this weekend. So happy birthday. She's at Disneyland, I think, this week. Ate some good food. Good. It's just always good to connect. Also saw sort of Khalees, Bird Trooper, some just really good group of people coming together on the weekend. It was fun.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Next up, he's more machine than man, at least physically anyway. You know him as Echo. Raimi, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about you? I'm rocking the Dad Batch T-shirt.
Nice.
Oh,
I saw
dude,
that, dude.
I love it.
These came out so good. It was so good. I went and ordered some more stuff. So
They're soft too, right? The material.
it's a good shirt. Yeah. And you could pick too. They had different qualities of the T-shirts and
Okay, that's right.
all different like styles and everything too. So
Choices. I love your shirt. Available on thedadbatch.com.
Dad's
like
shameless plug. So and then around here it's quiet because my wife has all the kids in Pennsylvania for the week. So
damn.
Dude, what was up with all the deer?
Those are elk. It's just him and elk.
They're elk. So we have deer here too, but
him and its flock.
There are a lot of elk. So I lost track in the 40s. I couldn't keep track because I was walking around the house just like counting them and a couple of big bulls, and the bulls will sit there and they'll like rake their horns in the
Oh my
grass
gosh,
and
dude! You're like
trash
living
the
in
yard.
a zoo.
So
I'm gonna come visit with Fire Puncher and
come. Well, it's funny. We moved here and we kind of dig the wildlife. The neighbors are not fans. Like the neighbors, like the elk eat all of our stuff and they trash everything. I'm like,
so same here.
Cool.
We have deer like crazy all up in our backyard, and we were the same way when we first got here. We're like, this is awesome, and now we're like, the dogs go crazy. Like they do eat everything in the garden. I still like seeing them, but there is definitely a little bit of that. Like you said, they're like, these things are horrible.
Raimi, am I remembering correctly that your new place neighbors like a state park?
So we've got next door neighbors and there's a neighbor across the street, but behind us, at where our property line in the backyard ends, it's like there's like a big patch of land that's just owned by the state and it'll never be developed. So the view when I look out the back, it's never ever going to change.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Quality.
Well, it's good to have you here, man. Don't get eaten by any elk. Next up, he's a driver. He's a flyer. He's a painter. And he's got the world's best mustache.
Yeah, he does.
He's Hunter. John, how are you, buddy?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing great, man.
Doing.
How was your week?
Busy. Been working my regular day job a lot, and so yeah, it's same thing I said last week. Essentially, I've been working a lot, but good. Otherwise, and like Joe said, we hung out with some cool people, some online friends that we haven't met or that we just got to meet. That was super fun, and it was good to see Joe because I hadn't seen Joe in a minute.
Yeah.
We had some bomb dinner.
Really good food.
And hung out for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw
good.
I saw
It was a good,
pictures of the little beer, the little tiny beer that Joe was drinking.
Thor-sized beer.
Joe's like, "Can I get a?" Yeah, he ordered a beer, and they brought him like a.
They brought him the keg,
yeah,
basically, with a handle.
What Thor would drink, right?
I was thirsty
Joe was a sailor, just so you guys know. So.
for like a long time.
Well, that's good, man. Everything else going good with you, dude?
Sustenance.
Everything's good, man. Yeah.
All your projects are shaping up.
I got some stuff done, but I don't know if we're going to talk about that later.
where'd you-
So maybe I'll mention.
I want to know where you guys ate. Where'd you eat at?
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
It's a place called 18 Folds.
Yeah, the dim sum. Oh my gosh.
And it's at the Packing District.
Oh,
I think
Packing
that's what
House?
the place is called.
Oh, cool.
It wasn't inside though.
Packing House.
Oh,
It
the
wasn't
place
inside.
outside. Yep, last time we ate.
It's a restaurant.
Yeah, last
adjacent
time we
to
ate
it,
there,
yeah.
Levi threw up after. It was fun.
Oh, that's
no.
not cool.
She can't eat dim sum.
I mean,
Every time she eats dim sum, she gets sick.
Oh, weird.
So
Okay.
it's a thing. I don't know.
Well, for the rest of the crowd,
well, don't,
Unless 18
I got
Folds would like to
noodles.
sponsor us, and then,
I'll say the wontons were very.
It wasn't
very good,
a diss
so
on the restaurant. That restaurant was delicious. I've eaten there before. It's awesome. It's just Levi. It's Levi and dim sum every time she's had it.
you're the one that puts that letter in the window. Letter B, letter C.
oh, jeez.
Letter C.
Well, that's good.
But yeah,
That's good, John. I reaching out to the to our fan base and just cool people in general is always a good way to break up the monotony of the week. That's cool.
Good energy, always.
Yeah.
it was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
And last, but certainly not least, our cuddly crosshair himself, the deer lover and dim sum hater. I call him Blackie. Brian Cook. How are you, friend?
What's up? I'm here. We're doing it. I'm a little tired today, so I was gonna say, fine, but I'm perking up right now. So.
That would make sense, dude. What do you mean you almost got hit by lightning? You were saying you just.
Oh, I was like,
His house.
I was laying on the couch, I don't know. I was done working and I was super tired. I was laying on the couch and I was actually catching up on the homework for Hunter's segment later, and I just it was, I don't know, 6 o'clock, and there was just the brightest flash through the whole house, and I was like, whoa, was that like right outside? Because I have a forest on my backyard. I was like, was that in the forest? And then like a bomb went off. The dogs went crazy. I was like, that's right overhead. So that was a little alarming. And then the power went off like 2 minutes after that, and then screwed everything up. And
Basically, Rogue One Jeddah, just like boom from the Death Star.
pretty much,
Yeah.
to the Death Star. Just,
I think I saw Saw Gerrera come out. But I'm good. It's been a fun week. We got our daughter Levi. We got her a jet ski this week. So Omega's got
what?
her own little craft to.
I thought you guys just borrowed your.
We
neighbor's jet ski
we
or
were,
something.
but she, it was it's cool.
Dude, you have to have one when you're there.
Her and her friends.
Hey, you live off a
can
lake.
cruise-
live off a lake.
They can cruise around. They can go to there's like restaurants and stuff on the lake, and then they can go off to little islands and stuff and hang out, which is super rad. And her friend has one, so it's like boom. Now they can have a little bit of experience.
And you know what? I know the weather's hot right now, but it's going to be really cool when it cools down. Like you're going to beat out.
Yeah,
You're never going to come back inside.
We have like 2 months left of like good weather, so which is why I'm probably so tired, because we spent like all last night until like late on the lake, because it's like 10 o'clock at night and it's sheet glass, 80 something degrees, like just grooving, listening to tunes, actually listening to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, all types of good
Nice.
music on that, just
Good
cruising
choice.
home with the full moon. It was-
Volume 1 or Volume 2?
I believe it has both in it. It's Spotify. I don't know. I just pumped
Excellent
it in.
choice.
Yeah, definitely not the Thor
Whatever
soundtrack,
they put.
but it's okay.
How about the John soundtrack? I would add that to that.
John's push broom is amazing. I need to say that
John's.
that is a push broom.
It's
Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
When does it get out of control? In about one more week?
Hold on. No, well, I just clipped it and cleaned it up recently, so it's good for
It's
now.
calm.
Hold on.
It's calm.
I have been growing this mustache since I was 6 years
I
old.
forgot I could do this.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my god. John is wearing a Luigi hat now, and with the mustache and the hair is like,
Dude.
Is that your Halloween costume?
I forget.
Dude, Workbench.
just
We
a
haven't
hat I
started
got
the
from
Workbench
Amazon.
yet, man.
I am a prophet. Crosshair is ahead of his.
No, you just reminded me because
Mana.
anytime I do the mustache, I'll do the I'll get the hat out, and I hadn't gotten it out yet, so.
You should wear that in public.
Oh, people would think I'm really Luigi, though.
Dude, imagine
They
how
want me to, like, fix their
psyched people
fight.
would be on you.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining all of us tonight. If you got to the listeners, if you like what we do, please follow us and give us a review on your podcast app. And if you have any questions, you can always email us at dadbatchpod@gmail.com. Let's get into this weekly Workbench.
This garbage is nothing like clone armor.
Looks a little tight on you, old man.
Yeah? Well, at least I know how to wear it.
All right. Weekly Workbench. Guys, I got to go first.
Go.
I didn't work on anything costume related
So you're done
this week.
Okay. Next,
But-
John.
But I did start
job.
building. I did start something on the printer, and it came off the printer today. And I started
it.
these tech glasses right here.
Yes.
Aw.
Booyah.
But if you notice,
Those are
they're a little small. They're really small. But they're perfect for tech fish.
Oh. Techfish.
So for those who can't see,
Oh, that's so classic.
Steven's holding a stuffed goldfish with.
Well, and there's no
glasses
reason for you not to see because, as I learned yesterday, we're on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, we're on YouTube now, Brian.
I just learned yesterday.
How perfect
Dude,
is
that
this,
is
right?
so good.
That's amazing.
on. But
So I
so
found
you can listen to it and then watch it.
So I found this stuffed goldfish. I literally bought it the same night that our friend
Trying to whisper, Sophie.
yes. I bought it the same night that our friend completed the picture. I was like on eBay and I typed in stuffed goldfish. This came up first thing, and I was like, "How is that not perfect?"
Amazing.
Oh
Amazing.
my
So
God.
Wrecker will now be carrying him instead of the Tuca, instead of Lula.
Oh my God. That's going in Echo's backpack.
I have to deal with something. I'll be right back.
There you go.
And then I finished my computer build. So
Oh, did you get some fans in it or whatever, like the liquid cooled?
dude, so the whole thing is liquid
twisty tube
cooled.
things?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna list the specs for all the computer nerds out there. I got a Z690i motherboard. I got an Intel 12th gen i7 12900K. I got a NVIDIA Founders Edition RTX 3080 Ti. Everything's liquid cooled except the graphics card. I got 32 gigs of dual channel DDR5 RAM. Let's see what else is here. It's a sexy case with glass and
It's a lot of specs.
more glass and mesh.
Is that what you're using right now?
No, I'm still on the laptop right now because all of the studio stuff is on here, and it's gonna take me like probably a week to transfer everything.
I'm curious, how much did that set you back?
I'm like super stoked about that right now.
But right on, yeah. That sounds-
Toys.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that on here.
Ballpark.
Is it worth one Echo, which was like 3,000 credits, I believe, or something like that?
Leave
It's
no
an
trace.
investment. That's how
Leave
I
no
look at
trace.
it. It's an investment, right?
That's what everything is.
Other than that, that's all that I worked on this week. Oh, my backpack came in the mail.
Nice.
Thank you, Jamiroquai from the Philippines. And he actually did me a solid. He did not attach the little canisters that go on the side. They came pre-attached on Wrecker Season 1. This time they didn't come attached. So now it's going to be way easier for me to run my LEDs and wiring through that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yours was totally lit up. The first one, right?
Yeah, my Season 1 pack had all the lights. I had to like custom print all the little lenses and everything.
That's really good.
with like colored resin and all that stuff. But yeah, it came out like the lights were part of the cosplay PDF that Star Wars released. It said there's like literally a footnote that says illuminated. So I was like, how can I not, that's not even open to interpretation at that point. But
if it says it, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Let me
Jamiroquai.
think here. Yeah, I think he's built almost at least 8 CRLs that I know of.
Jim Tripon makes a nice product.
Yeah, and it's that
he makes good stuff.
flexible fiberglass resin.
And he corrects it too, right? If he's off, he'll go back.
Oh yeah,
when he has.
Yeah,
time.
actually, all the wrecker parts that I ordered from him for season 2 have all the corrections that
Nice.
I had to make with Bondo on the first go around.
The only thing
he went back and redid it.
about him is the shipping absolutely sucks. Jabba's.
Yeah,
It's
but
brutal.
that's not him. But you know what?
That's just because he's in the Philippines.
To his credit, though, when he ships a package, it gets to my doorstep in California in like 3 days.
Shout out to DHL.
Yep.
So
that's why it's expensive. Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather pay the extra like money to make sure it's here in 3 days than have
Peace
it
of mind, for sure.
come a month later.
No, I
might have to give context.
Or be like Crosshair.
Might have to give context to those that don't build about how something might come out that needs modification, adjustments to meet the CRL. Like, there's some people that are listening and they might have questions about that.
Well, my Wrecker season 1, I think it was the original 3D render of it was based off of like the pre-conceptual art before season 7 Bad Batch came out, Clone Wars. So it had all these like undercuts and these like swoops on it. The butt plate was, just a completely different shape.
Clone butts
And
drive you nuts.
Yeah, it probably took me, I would say, 3 or 4 revisions of like actually revising the sculpt on the armor. 3 or 4 revisions to get it submitted to get it approved.
Yeah.
But every time that I got a revision email that came through and said, "Hey, this isn't quite right," I'm like I'm screaming at the wall and I'm like punching the air, and then immediately after running to the garage and prepping some more Bondo and getting the primer out and just getting to
You're already just furiously working on it. Yeah.
It's frustrating to get those the kickback, or whatever you want to call it, but it's helping you get to screen accurate, right?
Oh, dude, it's as frustrating as it is. It's equally as invigorating getting the approval back. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then just take out the frustration on sandpaper.
There you go.
So yeah, for me, that's all I had on the workbench this week. Doesn't sound like much, but it was busy week.
That's a good week.
The 2 minutes it takes
Anybody
you
else?
to print those goggles.
Oh yeah, it took literally an hour 30.
So good.
Yeah, Workbench. I posted it. I posted it on the Instagrams today, but I'm wrapping this bad boy up. Now that we're
man.
Since I discovered we're on YouTube, check out Dad Batch podcast.
It's Brian showing
On
the Crosshair
YouTube.
helmet for those listening.
Here's my Imperial Crosshair helmet.
His eyes are...
It
Looks better than the fish with the tech
they're all-
goggles.
No. I
Waiting-
think fish is a 10.
Don't you diss
Waiting
Techfish?
for my visor to come
That's a
in
9.
from Trooper Bay.
Mikey.
And I am working
Magnets.
on. Oh, look at this, magnets!
Oh,
Everybody loves magnets.
Dude, I
I'm
love
working
magnets.
on the rangefinder thing. That whole deal was like a little bit of work, so I'm working on that bad boy. And then,
Dude, it's looking so good now.
since that is almost done, I have to wait for funding to get the armor from Uncle Jim Tripon there. To get that going, that'll be fun. But I'm not worried about that. That's not going to take me very long.
we got to get Jim on the show one of
Should.
these days.
We should.
I mean, yeah.
What time would it be?
We
It'd be like
It's going to be 4 a.m. for us or something.
no. I'm up
Dad
at
Batch
5
after hours.
Not at 4.
That was all I brought for a visual representation. But I also finished my wife Tori's armorer helmet. I black washed it, so that thing's done. I got to glue the visor in, and then now I'm trying to finish this BD one that I was talking about last week for
That's
my
right.
daughter Levi, which is kind of fun. I'm getting kind of hyped on that now. So I started sanding it a little bit by hand, and I felt like
Starting to come
Joe
together.
because Joe hand sands everything, and I was like, this is stupid.
Stupid,
like,
right?
The Empire would never do this. They would bust out a machine and just grind away and get it done. So that's my next step.
Most people don't enjoy it.
I enjoyed it for about two minutes, and then I was
chore.
like, this is stupid. There's a palm sander that I can just and like be done with this quick.
Was it hot? Is that why?
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, it's hot.
But I've asked this question on social media before. Like, are you a destination person or a journey person? Right?
Oh, we know the answer for me.
It's all about the end state, right? Like, get to that state.
I think
right?
when my armor came from Jamiroquai for my normal crosshair, what did it take me, like 2 weeks or something? It's just like, I'm just
bam.
Like, just glue and paint and just
stuff
all over the
John,
place.
We're watching you. You trimmed it down.
The shoulder's too wide. Yeah.
John's like, just leave it. I'm
cut
like,
that
no,
fin
it
off,
needs to
put
be
it back.
skinnier. Watch this. Just cut it in half.
Oh my god.
Glue it back together. Yeah, we're good.
You recovered that really well.
There's a point of no return when you cut, man, and you got it just right.
No fear.
He did
Crosshair
it.
has no fear.
I measure once and cut
cutting
once.
his armor up.
And sometimes I don't even measure
eyeballs
once.
once and
I
then
just
cuts.
look at it and go, yep, here we go.
He's like, eyeball.
Yeah, I go like this.
Ready, fire,
Yeah.
aim.
He's like, good enough.
He squints his eyes. Yeah, that's good.
Puts on his reading glasses.
That's it for me.
His monocle.
That's it.
Listen, Shay.
I got I got a helmet, a Rawcast, a Mandalorian helmet that I worked on today, actually. And I guess I finished it. I was going to do more stuff, but I said less is more, and left it the way it was.
That's a new one for you.
Well, I try to live by that, really.
It looks cool. I'm looking at it right now. I like it.
When it comes to painting. Yeah, it's not bad. It's all right. And
There it is, the grams.
and I made a couple helmets. Oh yeah, there it is.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Did
It's
a couple clone
it's the
helmets
Din,
and,
the Din helmet.
No, it's not a din. So you guys follow Buck
Yeah.
the Mando on
I do.
IG
Yep.
at all? You know who he is, right? The kid in the UK. Yeah. So he modeled that helmet, and this guy Juan_John 2 on Instagram, he molded it, and I bought it. I bought one of his helmets, and it's just a generic Mando. I wanted to work on it and do something random, and it's always fun
something
to have
like
something to work on.
People should know about John that, and if I'm sure they all follow you and they know already, but like you pick up all kinds of maker stuff just so you can build it and paint it. Like you're like, this looks cool, you buy it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll try everything.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I'll try it, and then if I like it, I'll do it again. But yeah, it's a cool helmet, and I don't know if I'll ever use it for anything because most of the stuff I buy
It'll be
and
for
I
sale
don't,
next
but-
week.
Do you visualize?
It was fun.
Like
and-
when you see a bucket that looks cool, do you visualize what it's going to look like when you paint it, or do you just like, no, I have no idea. It's a canvas. I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah, no, it's the latter. Yeah, I have no idea. I know I wanted to do a metallic base, but that was it. There's no, like I was thinking today, like what should I do? And it's like I don't know. And I just started taping off some sections just to kind of like get something going. And I'm like, all right, I'll do that T-visor section, and I painted that, and I put like a little liquid latex, whatever. I'm like, that looks cool. And then I was like, well, I don't want to. It's a really basic helmet, it's super simple. There's like no intricate lines or anything, so
It's clean.
I left it as basic as possible with just a little bit of personality, a little black wash.
Sometimes that's the way to go, So
yeah, that's what I thought when
John,
I was working
I know
on
that
it.
everyone has their own like method, but what's your method for like getting your helmets so shiny, like when you're chroming them?
Well, a lot of people will do like a black gloss, or they'll do like a matte black. I do matte black, and then I'll do the 2K clear to build off that, and then do the metallic. I've been using a lot of Lumiluster these days, and then once that is cured and dusted off, then I'll do another 2K coat over that.
Oh wow!
And it's a process, but it comes out really nice, and and it's like super thick, like a car. You know, it's like a
Well, the
car
2K
paint.
the 2K paint that you're buying, it's the one in the spray can, right?
Mm-hmm. I use the can usually. I'm trying to slowly go into like the paint gun and airbrush modes, but
that's next level.
The can is so convenient. Yeah, well, I was talking to Colin, Odd Viking on IG, and he recommended this 3-part 2K clear for your airbrush, and I think a spray gun too. But they're these little bottles. I bought it off Amazon and I tried it, and it works great. But I feel like it's a little bit of a hassle to have to like mix 3 different things, and it's super sticky, and it goes through your airbrush, and you have to clean the whole airbrush. I'm like, dude, the can is just and you're done.
You're about speed and like Brian, like speed. Just trying to get through as much stuff as you
I'm
can.
more, I try to balance that, but it's always more on the speed side. Because especially nowadays, I have the kid. I have these
too busy.
These kittens and puppies all over the place. Yeah, so I don't have much time. So it's if I can take advantage of 20 minutes and knock something out, I usually will.
Raimi, correct me if I'm wrong. The
It's
2K spray paint. It's like chemically
paint,
different,
so
right?
There's like
than other regular aerosol paint.
On the bottom that you have to
catalyze
punch and then shake the can up, and that releases the catalyst into the can, and then you've got a limited amount of time that can's usable, and you get it sprayed on and then throw it away. It's
I have a can of it just sitting there, and I'm like, I need to get a bunch of things together.
You need to pile some things that's the only inconvenience that it lasts you like 48 hours.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's like you have to like make it worth your while because the cans are like
just to
$20
cover
or
it
something.
with another paint.
Yeah, exactly. But but that's what it's for. It does its job perfectly. But yeah, you need to line up like four helmets or something so you can really use the whole thing and not waste any.
Cool.
That's what I try to do. Yeah, but that's what.
Joe's up, but he just he's
okay.
on like season 3 tech now, so he's already he's planning ahead.
Actually, I'm going back in time, so I'm going back to season 1 because as I was building tech, and I don't have my kit here, but I do have a model tech right here, right? So here I am. This guy that I built, the first one, I was going probably too fast without really thinking everything through. Where I realized, hey, eventually I'm going to troop with this thing, and I had already like had my antennas. They were part of the build. There's no way I would have had to saw off the antennas and redo the whole thing, which I didn't want to do. In the forums in the 501st, as other people were building it, I recommended you might want to have these things magnetized. That way you can break it down, put it in a box, and troop with it. Magnets, right? So I'm going back. Because after Celebration, I came back after storing my kit away. I come in the morning to put on my kit, and one of my antennas is busted. Somebody wrecked it, destroyed it, pulled it. I don't know.
Because somebody was trying to give you a hug.
You know who you are.
That's the thing. I've hit your antenna so many times, and I didn't break it.
No, I think someone came in. Someone came in and like checked out his backpack. And
wait! I have an idea.
Yeah,
I have an idea.
You know who
Let's
you
make
are.
It out of red vines.
Confess.
Yeah, and then
out of
put a
red
new
vines,
one
but
on.
then it just
whatever.
goes.
You just eat it and just get a new one.
Well, then you eat it, yeah.
Then whoever's behind me will chew it, and they'll have a snack.
Yeah.
So I'm fixing that. That's what I'm working on. Is I have some really cool magnets, and just going to redo that piece and figuring out how I'm going to design the backpack for.
That way, when you troop, you'll just pop it out, put it away.
You
pop it out, put it away. Yeah, I think.
Are you going to use
Raimi's
Raimi's files for his new backpack?
Yeah, why don't you just use Raimi's?
Yeah,
my backpack's already printed.
Season 1 Echo, they're magneted.
I'll take it,
in
but
too.
it's already
So
printed.
They're separate pieces, and they just pop in.
Just-
Magnets.
I don't know if anyone knows that we like
Think
magnets.
about it. It's too late, dude. So my backpack.
You guys are all
Completely.
I'm all about Velcro, baby.
There's no Velcro at all. I can go slick, and it looks like the show, dude.
You guys,
'Cause
you
there's
guys,
a
you
couple
guys.
scenes where tech.
We're not
you should
sponsored.
wear your- you
It's
should wear your
called Hook
backpack,
and
though.
Loop. Just so you know,
Like the show.
Hook and Loop.
Yeah.
Sticky
Yeah.
back,
We're
hook
giving
and loop.
Velcro free
Love it.
advertisement here.
Oh, whatever. Hook and loop. No one knows what hook and loop is. It's Velcro.
Guys, I'm out of loop. Does anybody have any extra loop?
I'm usually out of.
You got any hook?
Because I go over the top with a different one. It's
So I
usually the
end up
case. And
running
you're like,
out,
why do I
and
have all
I
this
don't know
loop
which
and I have
switch.
no
I end
hook?
up running out of one in the sew-on kind because like I'll sew that onto my jumpsuit. But you can't buy just one or the other. It comes as so I'll end up with like a bunch of the opposite, like wasted, and then the sticky is the one that I'll run out of the opposite of that one too. So.
And that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm out. Yeah. That's funny.
I finished this little thing.
So there we go. That's.
Anybody else work on anything?
It's the thermal
cool.
detonator that they blow.
Oh, what is that?
The
Bunker Buster.
the bunker on Endor. Yeah.
TD.
So all resin printed.
It's the bunker from Return of the Jedi. The bunker bomb.
So it's all resin printed. Except
Tech
so
finds it
one
interesting.
gripe. These little
Nice.
LED
That's
lenses. Okay, so I go onto Amazon. I find the right ones. It doesn't say anywhere in the description. Anyway, I went back and I looked. It doesn't say anywhere in the description that it's a pack of 10. Well, I need 2 of them. So now I have 2 packs of 10. So if anybody wants to build one of these things, by all means.
So we all
I
need
will
to print
send you
one,
guys
is what you're
some
saying.
lenses. So. And then
So we
the
all
other
need
thing
to
that I
make
got,
one, right?
I'm going to show off here.
Share.
Did you put a magnet on that? Hold on.
Nice. Look at that.
Ooh, he's
Yeah,
painting.
and see,
painting.
That is your
as well.
season
So this is
2
what I wanted
Echo
to talk
chest?
about.
Oh,
So
you
when
cut it.
My first
Damn.
project I learned this technique on was this guy.
Yeah.
See see the welds.
Oh.
I have the whole suit.
The Rocketeer helmet.
Do you have that costume?
Yeah, the welds.
So the boots.
Gosh,
I'm not
Raimi.
going to talk about how much the boots cost for that costume, but so the
amazing.
welding on this is just hot glue.
Okay. All right.
You just sit there with the hot glue gun and just kind of like go back and forth and slowly work your way down. And then it just gets painted. And on this one, it was just painted gold. But then on
And then
this,
paint it.
you do a little bit of the kind of blue and a little pink to make it look like it's
Wow.
heat. So
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And do your welds look like dimes? Because that's what that's how
way.
your
For
welds
the-
are supposed to look like. For anyone that knows welding,
for the
they should look
costume
like
stuff, I
dimes,
make them
all
look
stacked
sloppy
up.
because
This
I
is-
want it to be a
Yeah,
This is outer
tell
space,
that to
Brian.
Captain Rex.
Yeah.
That's true. So
Animated.
for
It's gotta
anyone
look
that's
animated,
maybe younger
yeah.
that has never seen the Rocketeer, that's what that helmet is from. It's from a
So
movie
good.
called The Rocketeer. Look up that movie. It may not seem.
Was it the 19th?
I don't know. It's
1900s?
old, but it's a super rad movie.
I saw it when I
and
was a kid.
Really, I think that's kind of like it was probably drafted off Iron Man a little
I
bit,
think
and then Iron Man
I
probably
think-
drafted like.
I think
you know,
the Rocketeer comics
it's got,
predate.
I mean, the helmet looks
Potentially.
kind of like Iron Man, but. So then there you go. I'm not that well versed in that comic book type lore, so that's why I just skirt around it and then wait for someone that
isn't Joe
knows more
Johnston,
than me to
the
step
Star
in and
Wars
correct
reference
me.
here. Isn't Joe Johnston the director of the Rocketeer? and he
Yes.
and he started.
I believe
out
that
on
was
the original
his
Star Wars
first
in
movie that he
ILM.
directed
There you go.
as a
was-
director.
was one of the storyboard guys, I think. So, bam. Yeah.
He's the father of Boba Fett, I believe.
It's a great movie. First,
Raimi,
off.
why did
So-
you
and-
why did you
and
build a
I-
Rocketeer costume out of
At
curiosity?
that point, I had been building Star Wars costumes and
Why not?
wanted to try and apply what I had learned in that hobby over to a different movie and see what I could do. So I've got the pack. It's not where I can get to it right now, but I have the whole jetpack and the jacket. The jacket's cool.
That's awesome. The jacket's super cool.
Does
whole
anybody?
costume's
Does
rad.
anybody? Is everyone in here? I don't think we've ever talked about this, but does anyone else have non-Star Wars costumes? Well, I know John does. John does. John's got like a costume from every movie that came out in the last 10 years.
Not that many.
What do you
I
have,
mean, I
Brian?
have Winter Soldier. I have
He has a
Daredevil. I have. I
Daredevil.
still have Peter B. Parkett, but I need to get Peter
Well,
B.
you have a
Parker.
Wolverine,
but I need to
don't
get
you?
rid of that. It doesn't. I had a Wolverine that came and went. So I had G.I. Joe. I had a Snake Eyes. That one was awesome, but that was like the same kit as. That was a super rad costume, but you can't keep them all. And I already when you go in the garage, there's like a tower, like a rack. I have 2 racks, like the Costco industrial size like racks, and they're with the black bins with the yellow lids, and it's all costumes. So at some point in time, I have a fully 3D printed Iron Man that's unfinished. That someday I'll finish it. I don't know. But my Winter Soldier and my Daredevil are those are my 2 kind of favorite. If I had the time and money, I would have a massive amount of Marvel costumes, but I got to draw the line somewhere.
That's cool.
John, what do you have?
I
think
John's
I've
come and
sold
go.
more than I.
John
than
wears
I
it
have
once
currently.
and then it's for sale.
Yeah, mine come and go.
You bought the Wolverine from
yeah,
Brian and then
basically.
sold it.
I would have. I didn't, but I would have.
Some people have yard sales
I had the.
of used stuff. He has yard sales of costumes.
Costumes, yeah.
I have costume yard sales. Yeah, I had the Ring Wraith, which was cool. The Dune still suit.
Oh, good.
I still have that. I made I didn't make it, but I had a friend of mine help me make an Omni-Man costume from. I don't know if you guys know that show Invincible. Yeah, see, Brian's a hater. He
Is that
doesn't
why you
care.
shaved the mustache?
But I haven't worn that yet. Well, once I did, I was like, dang, should I cut my hair? And I actually did cut my hair. You guys can't tell, but I cut an inch off. But I was thinking maybe I'll
That's
cut
what
my
it
hair
was.
and do that Omni-Man costume. Yeah, now you can tell. It's a me. No, but
It's a me, yeah. I like the costume.
I have that. Yeah. I had
Red Guardian. That was fun.
What's his name? Red Guardian. That's it. Yeah, that was super fun.
John Wick.
But,
you have your John Wick, right?
I do. I still have John Wick. It's just a suit that I've worn to a wedding, and I just happen to have
literally.
He goes to
He
the
just
wedding
doesn't
as
shave.
John Wick.
Changes the shirt from a white to a black shirt and calls
Yeah.
it good.
Well, I just.
Puts a little bit of blood splatter here and there, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, Mark just hit me up, and we were talking about shooting some John Wick stuff, and I was like, "Ah, man, I just shaved my beard. Like, give me a couple weeks, whatever." So
Yeah, give me
do
a couple
have John
hours.
Wick,
Yeah, a couple hours. He just goes,
yeah.
and boom, it pops out.
Yeah. It's not Play-Doh. It doesn't just you can't squeeze it out.
You push it on this top, and it just comes.
He
Yeah.
extrudes a beard on demand.
John and I have had a lot
Pretty
of
much
fun
that.
team ups. Those are always fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Or the best year was, I don't know if it was 2019,
Yeah.
but we did that Wolverine, Deadpool, Peter, and Punisher
Peter.
thing. That was so fun.
I mean,
still
it's
have
just
Peter
normal
too, by the
clothes,
way.
not that you
I
wear
still have
them,
that costume.
a plaid shirt.
It's just clothing.
You know, it'd be
Yeah, it's
cool
just
if
clothing.
if you two
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Luke
Yeah.
comes out and visits and brings
yeah,
one
yeah.
of his.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
gotta
really
have
fun.
him on
Left Coast
sometime,
Avenger.
too.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah. What if he brought his Deadpool? You mean, or
something. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like three of you guys
His
together.
Deadpool-
He's a
Really
guest
nice.
we have to
Oh,
have
yeah,
on
it's
here
good.
too.
Oh,
That's great.
well,
He's a
You know what I
dad.
mean? He's such a good.
OG
dude.
we
Legion
absolutely yeah. He is a dad, and he has some great costumes too.
What about you, Tech? Any non-Star Wars costumes?
Nope, I gotta pass, brother. Gotta pass.
Army man.
Purist, huh?
He has an army man
have-
costume.
I have my
Elitist,
costume, but
modern army guy.
I have my Ghostbusters Proton Pack with costume, and then this is kind of like burying the lead a little bit because we're going to talk about this later. But my first costume I ever had was Predator, like Predator P2 Predator, and that was like, you know what? We got to do something in the future with origin stories because I won a costume contest on Halloween with that costume. It was like $5,000.
Whoa!
you have that whole thing.
And that's what
Oh, got it.
I did. I sold it. But
P2.
when I won that costume contest, dude, that was like
That was it.
that was it. That's when I knew I was gonna get into costuming. Yeah,
That's where the spark
Matt
was.
Rendar
lit.
has a full Predator Battle Tribe.
I'm gonna be rich.
He's yeah. He has a full.
Oh, Battle
I think
Tribe
he has
guy,
an
yeah.
aliens too. He has an aliens and a Predator.
So and And the crazy
The
thing
xenomorph?
with my Predator was like, because it was my first costume that I ever did, right?
way.
This was like probably 12 or 13 years ago. See, everyone in the costuming community for Predator, they were doing like, there was one guy, maybe like two guys, but there was one guy who was like on top of the game for like all the armor and stuff. He actually worked on the production, and I don't know, he must have had copies of the molds or what, but
Pick
all the
something
stuff
up,
that he
yeah.
was selling was like cast from the original parts, right? And so the suit, the Predator suit, it's a skin suit, but the entire suit from neck to foot is latex,
Crazy.
a latex bodysuit. I could not afford that, just like
that's
as
hot,
out
too.
of college kid. So what I did was, So what I did was I got a Halloween costume store genie from Aladdin. Okay, and it's like got all the fake muscles on it. And then I spray painted it with spray latex for like car interior. And then my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, she literally took a Q-tip and painted every freckle with black paint
dots.
from for covering the entire skin from head to toe.
Dude, that's the kind of ingenuity
Yeah.
that
was
it
just like-
takes to build costumes. Sometimes you gotta like think outside
Yeah.
of the box, especially when it comes to something you can't afford.
Yeah. Dude, seriously. And today, oh, dude,
Alternatives.
and my ankles were made out of like my ankle armor was oatmeal tubes,
That's awesome.
cardboard oatmeal tubes.
Quaker Oats.
But everything looked legit.
Dude, we should
Everything
leak.
If it works, it works.
Dude, so yeah, when I see these costumers now, like getting these like stacks of EVA foam and all kinds of different thicknesses, and I'm just like, man, you guys have it. I mean, you have it hard, but you have it easy, really, compared to what
The
we had
options are-
15 years ago.
We should lead into John's
Oatmeal boxes.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of like, you know what I mean? Heat it up. It's heated up.
All right. Well, here.
Okay,
Ramey's gonna go first. So, Ramey, take us.
We're being
take us
hailed.
into the news, sir.
This encryption's new. This might take a
All
while.
right, so this week for the news. So I don't know how newsworthy some of this stuff is because I don't know how timely any of it is. But so I watched the Lego Summer Vacation
It's a
Star
light
Wars
week.
thing. It's a it's basically a commercial for the the Star Wars Hotel, the Halcyon, because that's where they go. Like they're going on vacation to a Lego version of the Star Wars Hotel. So I thought that was pretty cool. But so the show is fine. I mean, it's kind of normal, kind of campy humor. You know, you
That's
got
pretty cool.
C-3PO wearing and R2-D2 wearing Christmas sweaters at one point and stuff. So, but I wanted to talk about just the Lego video games and like how those have always been so popular in my house with the kids at every age. Like my kids can sit there and they can play and they can blow stuff up. They can shoot the bad guys and like the little Legos pop apart and then they kind of go back together again. And so, you know, from a parenting perspective, the Lego stuff has always been super top notch. It's fun to play. There's good campaigns. There's good story mode stuff, and you can go through and play through the game multiple times, and just have a good time. And there's no blood, no violence. It's good for all ages. So there's never been anything Lego that I ever wanted to like turn off in front of my kids. So kind of wanted to put that out there with the whole parenting dad batch thing. So it is, yeah.
Dude, Legos, Lego
and they do
correct, yeah,
do
all
one
the
of these
time.
And this
every
is on
now
Disney
and
Plus?
So I think there was a holiday one last fall, Christmas time. So this is the newest one, the summer vacation one. So
Yeah, that was a good one. That was fun.
okay, and the other thing that I've got, and I teased
Cool.
this to you
Gonna have
guys
to check that out.
yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and everybody's
yeah,
like,
watch it.
"Wait, what?" So
Awesome.
I don't know how new this is. This could have been around for a while, but I ran across a Bad Batch mod or series of mods for Battlefront 2 that put the Bad Batch
look at
characters
that.
into the game, and I'm fascinated by this now. I've never done this. I have no idea how to apply these mods. I assume it's got to be like the PC version of the game instead of, yeah. So But basically, each character replaces an existing character.
It's
in the game.
PC,
So, like,
yeah.
I think Hunter replaces Han Solo. Tech replaces Lando.
Yeah.
And so there's sound files that replaces their dialogue. It replaces their weapons. There's a mode in here where Tech will ride around on the top of a battle droid, just like he rode around on top of one of the droids in one of the episodes. So.
Nice.
Oh, look at Crosshair probably replaces like one of the sniper,
That's
like
awesome.
the sniper.
Yeah.
Cool. They look good.
Looks good, man.
Like the sniper clones. Yeah.
Yeah, the sniper class.
Okay, I this is amazing.
Looks good.
I have a brand new gaming PC.
Okay.
So if anybody out there listening or watching this knows how to do this mod,
Okay, so I figured
message
because we're
me
showing the video
on
here,
Instagram
I wanna
or
make sure
email us,
everybody
please,
sees. So this,
and we'll play.
Go to Cryptic
So
Element,
you can do it, yeah.
KRYPTIC Element on YouTube, and this is the video that I'm playing behind me for anybody that's watching. And he's got links to all the individual files. There's instructions there, so I like it on the YouTube
Awesome.
post. Everything's there. So there's
A game's fun
well
for
until
about
you can play. Yeah,
minutes.
until you can play. Yeah, exactly. And so there's two.
We used to
different
play
mods.
not when you're playing as the Bad Batch.
One of them.
We used to
replaces-
play so
one of
much,
them replaces-
yeah.
I don't remember which character but the second one
Crosshairs
replaces Iden Versio because
normal form.
Iden has a couple different modes, and so when you go into like some of the modes for her, it changes into Imperial Crosshair, and then when she pulls out her sniper rifle, he's got his sniper. So all of the sniper stuff that she can do. In that like so it all looks legit.
Crosshair's probably
No way.
yeah. You can usually tell by the. And I haven't played in a while, so I don't know. But usually when they just show him standing, like Tech, how he was
I
like.
think let's see.
It usually is a giveaway for like which
So
character
there you are. There's
they're
Crosshair,
replacing.
and
Just chilling.
then-
That's
see,
cool.
There's the Imperial. There's
I
Imperial
mean, it's
Crosshair.
it. Yeah.
There's Crosshair, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's so rad.
Yeah.
Shooting his own people.
We gotta get this game. I mean, it's
Oh,
just
no way.
It's just Battlefront
It's
2
Battlefront
on PC,
2.
right?
Yeah, it's
There you
PC.
go.
Okay,
All right.
I gotta get this mod.
There you go.
And that's
I
what
have
I had for
Battlefront
the news
game.
this week.
Nice time suck.
There you go.
Pretty neat. Looks
Echo
really good.
coming correct. I love it.
Nice.
That's awesome. Thank you, Raimi. That's really cool. All right, John, you ready, dude? Let's get into.
ready.
Why did you make me do this?
Guess you have a choice. You want a war? Or do you want to just give me a gun?
My father, he go toilet on my hands.
Oh my God.
Urine is
Oh my
35 degrees Celsius, staves off the frostbite.
How is this relevant?
You know, fathers.
Fathers, I love it. I love that. So good.
I love that intro. Thank you, Steven.
That's
for
never
that.
getting old.
Nothing says
All
I
right,
love you.
so,
I love you, son, more than peeing in your hands.
Yeah. 35 degrees Celsius.
If it's cold, it works.
Yeah,
It's on right now.
you'd be thinking. Yeah, anyway. All right, so for this week's Hunter's Hard Drive, we're going to be talking about Dan Trachtenberg's movie Prey that just came out. It's the new Predator film. And
Yes.
I'm going to start off just by saying I did enjoy it. I liked it. And yeah, I saw it the day it came out. I was kind of watching it between, I'd have to pause it and go do something and come back and watch it and pause it, and so I didn't get to absorb it the way I wanted to. So I rewatched it. I actually went on a whole Predator kick, but I rewatched it, and I do like it a lot. There are some parts that are questionable, but it was very entertaining. I thought the actress that played the main character was she did a great job, and I'm a big
Mid-Thunder?
fan of those. Yeah.
Dude, how
her
cool
last
is that?
name's Mid-Thunder.
Yeah,
I
know,
can't
how
remember
cool
her
is
first
that. I think it's Amber.
No,
Mid-Thunder?
isn't that a cool Amber Mid-Thunder? Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure, but I'm a big fan of those types of movies, like Alien. Where it's like the female that's kind of basically no one thinks they're a threat, or no one thinks they've got anything going on, and they prove everyone wrong, and they survive, and they kick butt. So I'm a big fan of that. I don't know what you would call that, but it's definitely a lot of that happens. And just to add on that, I don't know if you guys know this yet. I know you guys all watched it, but that story is derived from a comic book that was called, I think it was called Predator 1715, where it ties in the flint stock gun that you see in the film, which is also happens to be in Predator 2, and it's in this comic that belonged to Raphael Adolini. So I thought that was a cool tie-in, which means that Predator 2 and Prey are in the same universe. Neat. But anyway, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So let's start with Steven. What do you think about it?
All right, I'm going to flex my Predator knowledge here for a moment here.
I won $5,000.
Okay, so I gotta start off by saying I absolutely loved Prey. I had been anticipating this. I've actually been following Danny Trachtenberg for years when he was on the TRS, the Totally Rad show. It's like a pre-podcast show, but and they, it's funny because they actually did movie reviews on there, and then now he's a director. But yeah, no, I've been following Prey for a long time. Really, it's been really hard being a Predator franchise fan because it was like Aliens versus Predator came out, AVP, and then that was that reinvigorated the franchise. And then they had AVP Requiem, which was just like, what are you doing here? Critically, and audiences did not really go for that. And then after that, then I think Robert Rodriguez, I want to say.
Predators, yeah.
Was it Robert Rodriguez or Shane Black?
It's Robert Rodriguez.
Who
For
did
Predators?
Who did Predators, right?
Yes.
And that was on a different
With Adrian
planet.
Brody?
Right. And that was,
yes.
I think that was they said that it was supposed to be essentially Predator 3. That's in the storyline. That's where they kind of thought it would be. For me, it was Prey. For me, Prey was Predator 3. But, and then there was a really bad the Predator movie that came out a couple years ago. Not good. It was
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. I didn't bother. I turned it off halfway. But, no, this one was great. I mean, the main character, she was very she gave me a lot of Ripley vibes from Alien. And it was just whatever side of the camp you're on, if it's a female lead is, should be there or shouldn't or whatever. But I feel like this female lead, regardless if it was male or female, was just a good character. The way that they developed her character, throughout and spoilers here for anyone listening, if you haven't watched Prey, you should probably skip all this. But the way they developed her character, showing she was, just so hungry to prove herself as a hunter of the tribe, and then continuously failing, but persevering, and then failing, and then persevering, and then just training and training and training, and then finally it's just she has that axe and she's throwing it into the tree, and oh, dude, I was just this. Good. At no point during the movie was I thinking, this is going slow, or this, what's happening, or what. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. So for me,
it was good the whole way through.
Yeah, for me, Prey it's definitely getting saved to Hunter's hard drive. 100%. I think I've rewatched it probably twice since last week.
I haven't seen it because we don't apparently.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Steven. Raimi, what did you think?
It's on Hulu. I couldn't. We don't have Hulu, so that
dude,
that one didn't make the cut.
You didn't do your homework. Oh, you don't have Hulu?
Cutting off expenses there at one point.
That's fair.
I mean, to be fair, to watch some things, you got to have 8 different subscriptions to different plans now. Stupid.
No, yeah. So that's very unfair. We didn't have Hulu, but my mom signed up for some ESPN stuff, and it came with Hulu. So I just got her password, and I was able to see it, and that's why I chose it. So I apologize, Raimi. I was being a bit insensitive when I. So next time I'm going to see if everyone has access.
Way to go, Hunter. Well, it's saved to the
If you
drive,
have-
so he can download it from the drive.
If you
It's
have
saved.
Disney
You
Plus,
can watch it
just
later
get Disney
and tell me
Plus,
about
yeah.
it.
We had that package for a while there, and then slowed it
Package
down.
deal.
Wait, so which
Yeah,
one of them
that's what I got.
was it?
It's all
was it
combined in a combo.
Predators?
There it is.
Where like it literally opens with them free falling,
something
like they
all
get
right.
thrown out of a plane or spaceship. That bit always blew me away. That was a great sequence to open.
Yes.
With. I
Yes.
always thought
That's Predators. Yeah. That is
and
yeah.
You know what a lot of people don't know about that movie? In the original script for Predators, at the very, I want to say it's the very end of the movie, there's like a cave, and then you just see Arnold Schwarzenegger light up a cigar. Yeah, but they had to cut it because he couldn't film it.
Missed opportunity.
I think he was still governor at the time.
California.
Governor.
That sucks. Would have been good. It's too late now. You can't throw Arnold or
I'm a winner.
Danny Glover in there. You know.
Oh my
They're-
God.
they're a little older now.
Give me Danny Glover in another
right?
Predator movie.
All right, Joe, what'd you think?
I loved it, and so I had to go back and rewatch Predator because it's probably, I'm not kidding, been like 2 decades since I saw Predator. But I watched Predator so much as growing up, I don't ever need to watch it again because it's like stuck in my head. So I watched that 2 nights ago, and then I watched Prey last night, and I had the same feeling. It was great from beginning to end. And when it comes to these kind of movies, I always right away. I'm like, okay, who's?
I thought
dying?
it was going to be the
That's
dog.
the first thing I think of. Or I'm sure, okay, who's dying? I thought the dog was going to
Dog
die.
gets
the whole
best supporting actor, guys. Come on.
The whole time I was telling my wife, if they kill this dog, I am going to turn this movie off.
Right?
There's no way. Yeah.
But I
Everyone
thought the
would've
dog
turned
was
it off.
dead. I thought, okay, yeah, it might even go into the village and kill mom. Sure, mom's dead. I just started going down the list because you gotta have some death, right?
Poor dog.
Of course, all the French dudes died.
It's always the jerks. Yeah. The
Yeah.
French dudes, her Native American compatriots that were her brother's friends that were jerks.
What I liked was her brother.
And,
What I appreciated was her brother believed in her the whole time and kept
Yeah.
she did. I think she would have pushed with her brother or without, but her brother had some clout, right? He was kind of respected, and he kept vouching for her.
Yep.
But then when he wasn't in the picture, she still kept pushing. So I loved it. I thought it was great. I'd definitely keep it.
Right on. All right.
My-
Thank you. And
My
last but
favorite
not
part
least, Brian,
was when
what did you think?
Arnold Schwarzenegger was running back to the thing and the girl fell, and he's like, "Hurry, get to the chopper!"
No. So.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, so
talking
my
about
other
Prey,
favorite part
not
was when
Predator.
Sergeant Murtaugh was running and he was shooting.
It's a different franchise completely.
No,
Lethal
but he was
Weapon.
in Predator 2, Sergeant Murtaugh. Okay, so Prey was
Anyway,
cool. It was
that
like
concludes-
cheap, easy entertainment. I liked it. It was better than Love and Thunder and Doctor Strange.
Not eat, love, pray.
Did you? Okay, hold on. Did you guys? That's what we need to do next week. Is
Disappointment?
Hunter's hard drive for
Letdown?
Either. No.
Auto delete.
All right, John, you know what to do. No, but did you guys Did you guys watch the end credits for Prey?
No.
Yes.
Did you guys catch the little end credit scene?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's going to be a part 2. If you weren't paying attention, there's absolutely going to be a part 2 because at the end of that, so what Steven is mentioning is that the end credits for Prey basically has an animation that shows basically the entire movie. Major scene by major scene, and at the end, at the
Via
very
cave
end,
painting. It's all in cave painting.
Oh, right. It's in cave painting animation, yeah. So at the end, you see a bunch of ships
I miss that.
animated coming down. Because if you kill a predator, they got to give you a trophy.
That's cool.
They got to hook you up.
Dang.
So, well, or not, but yeah, there's going to be definitely going to be a sequel, I assume.
I'm down for it.
I
I want to see her again. I like that Mud Thunder character. She's
Amber
awesome.
Amber
really
Mid Thunder.
cool,
Amber Mid. No, that's her name.
meme or
Mid-Thunder.
picture or something where it was like
Yeah,
her.
that's
and
her
then
real
it was
name.
the like Native American dude from the first Predator, and it was like Billy.
Oh,
The
the guy that
Hunter
Hunter
spinoff?
is, Billy, yeah.
Billy.
And I'll say this, and I don't know, you guys might agree or not. Obviously, this new Predator, the feral Predator, is what people are, or I don't know if what people are calling it or what it's actually called. But he had a different face design.
A little bit.
And according to the lore, there's two species. There's the regular one that we know from the original Predator, which is the regular old good old Predator, and these are supposed to be a little bigger, and they have these differences that are a little. I don't know if I want to say less attractive or less appealing, but but that's what how I see them. I prefer the original sculpt over this variant.
That's a good looking alien there.
Yautja for all the listeners out
he
there.
must work
Yautja. Yautja.
Yautja.
There was a scene in there when she's fighting the Predator in hand-to-hand combat at the end, and then she grabs one of his tusks and rips it off like a crab leg. I was like,
Puts it in his eye.
25 years I've been waiting to do that. Thank you.
Dips in it butter.
Yes.
That's what everyone's been waiting for.
A small question there, and Stephen, you probably
So
know this
good.
because of your experience in the costuming. How tall was the original Predator?
It's like 6'6".
Very tall. He was, I think, like
'Cause I watched a little
6'8"
bit
or
of Predator
7'2", anywhere between
And I
there.
was like, well, I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger's not tall. People think he's tall, but he's not tall.
Right.
Yes, he is. Hold on, he's like 6'2".
very tall.
I don't think he's tall.
Arnold?
I'm not saying he was short.
Yeah, he wasn't short,
but
he wasn't short.
His heels
He's
had
not
muscles.
short.
When he flexed his heels,
Hold up.
so
he grew.
all right.
No, Prowse was like 6'7".
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't that. Yeah, He was 6'2".
Yeah, go watch Prey.
So go watch Prey.
Approved.
Go watch Prey.
Dad Batch approved.
Go watch Prey. Yeah.
Kevin
That's
Peter
why
Hall
I'm
is
saying
7'2".
because he looked.
He's the original
really
stunt actor
That's
for
Chewbacca size.
Yeah.
Dang, that's tall.
Well, the original was supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme, but that didn't end well.
Yeah.
the
If he
original
dies,
design.
That
Yeah.
one's approved. Approved.
If he lives. Oh, no, yeah. If he dies, he dies. Anyway, so that was Hunter's Hard Drive. Thank you, guys. We got a sweep around the board again. Well, Raymond didn't watch it, but otherwise we got all thumbs up, so that's good.
He'll save it to the hard drive and watch it later.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll save it. He'll watch it.
He'll just slice in and download it, and then that'll be good.
That was awesome. Thank you. All right, Tech, get through the...
For your information, the stinger of a Yalbek queen is a delicacy on some planets.
I didn't know that.
All right, we have a new segment, everybody. This is Tech's Q&A. I thought it was obvious. Go ahead, Tech.
So I asked some questions via Instagram, my stories. Does anybody have questions that they want to ask that I'll potentially maybe select from? Ask the question on the show. And so it's not just going to be me answering these questions. It's going to be all of the Dad Batchers kind of going through this. So, but there's a lot of great questions. There's maybe 25 questions that came out. And I just picked one or two, but I'm just going to go down this first one. It came from K_Blackie_. And the question is, what moment did you all realize that your cosplay was was more than just that? That it was special, like air quote special. So it's one thing to make a costume, right? So think back, guys, when you made something, what made it like, hey, this is actually means something more meaningful to me?
I'll just start. To me, it was the reactions I got from children. because and the way I don't live vicariously through the kids, but I imagine what it would be like, because when I was a kid, I didn't have that experience. The 501st didn't exist when I was a kid, but there wasn't that thing where there'd be a bunch of one thing, of one costume or one whatever, wherever you're going. That didn't really exist back then. And so when we show up, or when the Legion shows up in full force, or in groups that look impressive, I just imagine what the kids are going through and blowing their minds, and that's what makes it, for me, that makes it super special. It's not just a costume; it's more an experience, and you get to see the joy through someone else's eyes. And
what's funny is not just the kids, like the kids, obviously, but obviously, right?
The parents too. Yeah,
the parents
just as much
who are trying to pretend to be cool and like, oh, that's cute, dude. They're geeking out too. They're those parents are me. They're the same age, the same generation that didn't get to experience it. So when they experience it now with their kids, it's that much more special, So you made the costume, and then when you did your first troop and you saw the reaction, that's like when it hit. Would you say?
Yeah, my first 501st costume was was Kylo Ren, and it was a cool costume. Yeah, it was a really fun costume, and a lot of little kids really liked it. Everyone wants a picture with Kylo Ren, or with these iconic characters, and from there, you build certain different costumes, and kids react differently to things, but it's usually positive, and it's and you see the joy. You see, you see the joy emanate out of them, and it's like it's very rewarding. It's very it recharges you in a way,
For sure, energy
makes you want to do it again. Yeah,
Steven can probably predict the story.
How about you guys? Anybody else?
I tell this story a lot, but one of my first 501st troops, I was in Boba Fett. And we were at Loma Linda Children's Hospital, and so it was, for whatever reason, this one we were outside. Something was going on, we couldn't come in. So they were bringing the kids out to see us, and that was Ronald McDonald House, which was like across. We were actually over.
We just did that trip.
Yeah, and it was ridiculously hot. We were dying. And much like the one you guys were just
okay, sorry.
And this one kid came out and he hung out with us for the longest time. And then he got his picture taken with the group, with all of us. He talked individually. He talked to everybody, and that. And that kid just wanted to hang out with us. And when he finally went back inside the hospital, the nurse came over and she said that kid had both chemo and radiation therapy today. And all he could talk about the whole time was wanting to come out here to see you guys. And I will never, ever forget that little kid. I've still got the picture from that event. Comes up on my phone every once in a while, and I see it. We will. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, dude. So, and when you were talking about like the parents that want to. That are just as excited as he is. I was going to add.
Can't top that. Man.
It's always like whenever there's an event when we've got police officers around, they always want to hold the blaster. Normally we don't like. Normally at an event we're not supposed to let anybody hold the blasters. But if a cop asks to hold the blaster, you say yes. They're so excited. It's so funny. So, yeah.
No big deal.
Awesome. I have a story like that too, but we can save it for later unless you want to keep going. So.
Pew pew. Pew pew.
Let's
hear yours, Brian.
I have a Darth Vader costume, which usually instills some sort of reaction out of most people. But I did. I was lucky to do CHOC, which is Children's Hospital of Orange County, a couple times, which is like a troop like never happens. It just takes forever to coordinate. And, health issues, whatever. It's like a whole thing. But there was one time I did it. I've done it like 3 times. I did it once with my wife Tori, which was super rad. But there was a time where we went and we had a couple girls. Terry was one of them. She's a stormtrooper. And then I can't remember the other girl's name, but she was a scout trooper. And they would kind of like, some of the kids that were like nervous about meeting Star Wars character, they would kind of like, they would go in, and if they needed, they might like lift their helmet up a little bit to like show they were a girl, to try to like engage. I mean, these kids are in there for like cancer, or, you know,
help
bad stuff.
Yeah.
They're not having a good time. Life's hard.
Really hard stuff. Yeah.
And there's a girl, and they're like telling me to wait. And they kind of like, Terry goes in, kind of like looks and waves, and they get a reaction. And they were like, "Do you want to meet Darth Vader?" And she was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "All right, come in." So I come around the corner, and she's like sitting on the bed. She's all of 3 feet tall. She's tiny, little kid, bald, completely bald, tubes, stuff coming out. She sees me and gets up out of the bed and starts jumping up and down, like freaking out, smiling, all excited, turns around, jumps off the bed. Mom's like trying to grab her. She's got tubes and stuff going. Mom's like trying to grab her.
Nice.
She grabs a lightsaber from behind the bed.
She's like, I got
jumps
this.
on the bed and is like,
"You're going down,"
like wanting to fight me. And I was just like, whoa.
The force is strong with this
and
one.
And it was like, had like a
That's
super
so
cool interaction. And that's a great experience. And I can also tell the other side of like a really bad experience with that too, but we'll just like leave it as a good experience. But even that bad experience, you hope that maybe you did a little something.
Yeah.
You know, a little something to make their life better. So
you did. If you create a smile and joy in somebody's life, that moment is forever.
Like all the other stuff that
occurred.
we do, this
right? You can't
and
erase
stuff around it is
so,
super
good
fun.
job.
But like,
that's awesome.
Like things
That's
like
really
that, when I first joined the Legion, are like what makes me want to keep doing it. You know, and it's hard because those things are like, they're rare occasions.
Dude, I'm pumped.
Stuff like that comes up, but yeah.
That's so good, man. I'm pumped from that. That's awesome. Wow, dude. Okay, I got one more question that's going to be super fast. It's going to be hard too. It's going to be challenging. And freaking Siri is about to go off on my computer. Sorry. All right. The question is favorite non-bad Batcher character, and this came from Maggie_PieGirl. Favorite non-bad Batch character. Favorite. I know, right? Not easy. Putting you on the spot.
Oh,
So-
easy. So for me, it would be Kanan Jarrus. I'm trying to think of like Clone Trooper, Jedi, Smug. You know, I'm like, oh, duh. Yeah, Kanan, and I'm a big fan of also I'm a Gundai, which he was in one episode. R.I.P. Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, Hero of the Republic.
I'm gonna say
those two.
Nice.
Pre Vizsla, just because
Crosshair?
he's good and he's bad.
It's terrible.
I'm pretty sure he's just mostly bad.
He was like, say how you feel,
Yeah,
John.
He's just a bad guy.
All right, fine,
Yeah.
Darth Vader. Fine,
Dude,
Darth Vader.
he killed Satine like in cold blood. All right, that's fair.
I'm a Gundy killed some droids. Like those droids could have
Kanan
had a
saved
heart.
so
many
Boba
people.
Fett.
What do you think, Echo?
It's always.
He
been-
liberated
it's always been Boba
Ryloth.
Fett.
Get out of here.
What do you think, Echo?
Where?
Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too. I was like,
Boba Fett. Steven.
I'm looking around the room right now of all the stuff that I have, and I'm like,
It's a hard question, right?
I think
Yeah,
the
it's
most
very
stuff
hard.
that I have is Boba Fett because he's like the most monetized character.
It's
But-
iconic. Yeah.
But I think ultimately I fell in love with Star Wars because of
I
Darth
was gonna
Vader.
say that right
so
away, and then it was just like,
I'm gonna say Vader.
Sith ain't easy.
Every like Vader was like the gateway drug to Star Wars, and then
It's
I
a
made the full
generic
circle
go-to.
around to every
No one ever
character,
confuses
and then
Darth
back.
Vader with
It,
something
everything
else.
lands
Yeah.
back to Vader.
Other things.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's always the other way around.
That's a good way to
Other
look at it,
things are
Steven.
Vader.
Because when you're first seeing Star Wars, you're absorbed, right? And so Vader sticks out. But then looking back, after all these characters are sort of under your belt, you look back with a different lens, maybe. Man, that's good.
So
that's
actually,
good.
in 1994, I want to say 94, maybe 93, there was an Energizer commercial for Energizer batteries, and it was Darth Vader. Like, the whole audience was in the movie theater. Okay, so this is 93, right? So Star Wars has been out of like the zeitgeist for years. But so the movie theater's watching Star Wars, Darth Vader's on the screen, and they're just watching it. And then the Darth Vader that's on the screen, his lightsaber like conks out. And then he's like, he opens the bottom of his lightsaber, and these like fake copper top batteries come out. And he goes,
D-cells?
Yeah. And then he like looks out into the audience, and then the Vader that's on the screen reaches out into the audience.
I remember that.
And there was a kid that hands him 2 Energizer batteries. He puts it in his lightsaber, and then the movie continues, okay? And then it's like the bunny was like, keeps going and going and going, okay. And then I asked my brother, so I'm like, I'm probably like 6 or 7 years old at this time, and I asked my older brother, who's 11 years older than me, I said, Dad, I wonder what he looks like under the mask. And then my brother was like, oh, well, let me show you. And then he pops in Return of the Jedi. That's it. I'm hooked.
That's cool.
Wow, nice.
That's Star Wars origin. That's origin story right there, or Star Wars origin story.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, are we getting into Star Wars origin stories?
Yeah.
We can.
We're an hour and a half.
Is that...
That might be. Maybe we could save that for next time.
Let's save it for the next one.
You have to submit your question to Tech for
his
review.
You got to put another post up, Tech. Yeah.
I'll put another question up at some point. Awesome. Thanks.
So how can people put in questions on your Instagram?
Yeah, just follow tech.badbatch. And in my stories, I may or may not at some point just throw a question. Hey,
or they can follow Dad Batch Pod, or they can even email us at dadbatchpod@gmail.com.
That too. All of it.
Brilliant.
We got merchandise, man.
Sweet. Dude, we're legit, bro.
We have an email address.
I don't
got the tattoo also.
Let's go on.
We've got a stuffed tech fish.
I'll put a sticker on my mic.
I have stickers. I can send you some stickers.
I got stickers.
Those will be on the site. One of them.
So
that's
good.
The prototype.
Yeah.
So good, Sophie. So the tech fish came from Sophie. Those were
okay. So,
like,
you got to tell the story of Tech Fish.
That's where I got that sticker too.
So Dragon Whisper, I'm gonna mess up her Instagram. Dragon Whisper 23 or something like that.
Yeah,
she's a great artist. She's done some awesome pieces. I have her artwork on my wall behind me, and she went live like a week ago on Instagram. And Steven hits me up. So I saw her drawing, but I didn't see Techfish. Steven hits me up and says, "Dude, you got to go live with her." So I'm watching her draw this fish, and it has the tech glasses on it, and immediately it was only a few of us just watching this thing go down, but it was so funny, dude. And it just took off. So now it's my IG image. I love it.
Official Dad Batch mascot, for sure.
Yeah, dude. So good. Good job, Sophie.
Nice. Right on.
Guys, we did it. That was episode 2, Attack of the Content.
Are we done?
You've got these all lined up.
Attack of the Content. Jeez Louise.
Another one in the can.
That's good.
I mean, yeah, we did it. So, well, I guess that pretty much does it. Anybody have anything else they want to say?
I think we're good.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you to the listeners and the viewers out there that have been with us since the beginning, which was only 2 weeks ago. And hopefully you'll stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can thank the mustache later. But.
For everyone that's leaving comments and messaging us, like, we read and try and respond to every single one. Thank you so much for all of your positive criticism and support. Like, every time that we get a message, the whole group gets it. So thank you so much.
And you know what? If you don't like Hunter's hard drive,
we have yesterday we have a YouTube.
All right. That's what it's called. That's what we're going with. That's it. Oh yeah, we got a YouTube, we got a Spotify, we got an Apple Podcast, we got an Amazon something. We got all of it.
Merch.
All of it. And we got merch.
We've been getting messages like, "Why aren't we making a Patreon?" But my response is, "What do you want?" So
what do you?
Yeah.
We'll
you know what?
We'll segue that. Are we not enough? Are we not enough for you?
Maybe I'll make a helmet.
Entertained?
I might make some stuff for people. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a full helmet for somebody at some point.
My coworkers are they're making fun of me.
And I might give away.
They call me like and subscribe now.
Giveaway in our future.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, yeah, right, and also, oh no,
this is a long outro.
No, go ahead.
Holy
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, if Tech's thinking of giving something away, I might give away a Clone Trooper rock
mustache
kit. No mustache.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right,
so
you guys heard it here first. Hunter's giving away helmets and
everything.
Glasses.
Hey, Hunter, listen.
He's a very generous person.
Mustache tutorials as well. Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you before I get that copyright strike. So let's.
I'm a craving a pizza pie.
All right, guys, that pretty much does it for episode 2. If you like what we do, please follow us. Give us a good review on your podcast app. You can email us your questions for the tech or any of the batchers at dadbatchpod@gmail.com. You can interact and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and our brand new YouTube channel. Check out our merch page too, because you can get cool shirts and stickers and all that good stuff. Again, my name is Steven Schultz. You can follow me on Stevie Kicks on all the socials.
Best
Tech,
way to find
where can
me
people
is
find
to
you?
find one of these other fine gentlemen first.
At tech.badbatch.
And I'll be linked.
Rainey, where can people find you?
Dad Batch Podcast.
And Brian, where can people find you?
I mean, it works. It works.
Excellent. And John?
And you can find me at Alpha Ignition or at Dad Batch Podcast. Dad Batch Pod.
Or on Mario Brothers.
Or in another castle. Let's go.
All right, guys. Thank you again for listening to the Dad Batch Podcast. And until next time, enjoy your spice responsibly.